Now that you've learned about the first shot of tennis in the previous lesson, the serve, it's time to talk about the other way every point begins, the return of serve. And if the serve gives one player the chance to start the point with control and intention, the return is your opportunity to neutralize the advantage and immediately put pressure back on your opponent. So in today's lesson, I'm going to teach you some of the smartest and most effective return strategies for amateur tennis players, helping you improve your positioning, timing, shot selection, and overall confidence when facing different types of serves. Because let's be honest, a strong return game can completely change the way you compete in tennis. So, if you want to stop feeling uncomfortable on returns and start winning more points from the very first shot, stay with me until the end of this lesson. And if you're new here, my name is Thiago, this is Next Level Tennis, and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss the next tennis lesson. In the first scenario we're going to analyze, let's assume you're returning a first serve or an offensive serve from your opponent. With that in mind, the first thing we need to understand is that our main objective is to neutralize our opponent's offensive action. So based on that, and knowing that the server naturally starts the point with an advantage, we should choose a return pattern that is safe, but at the same time highly effective. Another important detail we need to consider is the final position of the server, and when we talk about amateur tennis, this becomes even more important. So follow my reasoning here. Considering that after the serve, most tennis finish their motion with their body inside the baseline, and in amateur tennis, many players often stay in that position during the rally instead of recovering back behind the baseline. I believe that the best return option to neutralize first serves or offensive serves is a deep return down the middle of the court. And why do I consider this type of return the best option to neutralize your opponent's offensive serve? The first reason is that a return directed through the middle of the baseline is safer and easier to execute than, for example, trying to hit aggressive down the line. On top of that, by sending the ball back toward the server's body, you make it much harder for them to attack and then direct the ball where they want. In many cases, they will feel jammed and unable to extend freely through the shot. A deep return also forces the serve to hit while moving backward or from an uncomfortable position, preventing them from establishing the strong, balanced base they would ideally need to continue controlling the point. And finally, a deep return through the middle is extremely effective at reducing your opponent's attacking angles. By taking away those angles, you make it much more difficult for the server to create immediate offense, allowing you to neutralize the advantage they gain from the serve and bring the rally back to a more balanced situation. Now that you know how to neutralize offensive serves, let's move on to the most exciting part, learning how to attack your opponent's second serve effectively. But before we do that, I'd like to invite you to check out the official Next Level Tennis apparel collection. From our classic t-shirts to our stylish hoodies, every piece is designed to bring both comfort and style to your tennis game. Whether you're practicing, competing, or just showing your passion for the sport, we've got something for you. So don't miss out. Grab your favorite gear and represent the Next Level Tennis community on and off the court. Now, let's analyze this aggressive return pattern executed by Russian professional player Andrei Rublev against Spain's Carlos Alcaraz. As we can see, Alcaraz hits a wide slice serve to Rublev's forehand side. To attack the serve, Rublev begins by doing the fundamentals exceptionally well. The first thing we notice is his split step, perfectly timed as his opponent makes contact with the ball. We can also see Rublev moving forward into the ball, which helps him transfer more body weight into the shot while simultaneously reducing the distance between himself and the ball. By doing so, he takes time away from the server and cuts down the angle created by Alcaraz's serve. When we analyze the direction of his shot, we see that he chooses to return down the line. Considering that Alcaraz is right-handed player serving from the deuced side of the court, the down-the-line return is an outstanding attacking option. First, it sends the ball into one of the outside thirds of the court, forcing the server to chase the ball in a defensive situation. Second, it attacks the opponent's backhand side, which in amateur tennis is often the stroke that shows the greatest weakness and inconsistency. And finally, if your intention is to play ultra-aggressive tennis and follow your return to the net, the down-the-line return makes your positioning much easier. By placing both the ball and your opponent on the same half of the court as you simplify your net coverage and increase your chances of finishing the point with a volley. So there you have it, guys. These are the two return patterns I recommend you practice and use in your matches, one to neutralize your opponent's serve and one to attack it. If you missed our previous lesson, where I teach what I believe is the smartest serve pattern in tennis, be sure to click on the card appearing on your screen and check it out. And if you want to take your tennis IQ to the next level and become a smarter tennis player, make sure you watch our upcoming lesson on rally patterns, both from the baseline and net play situations. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss any of the tennis content I release every week. And remember, subscribing, commenting, and sharing our videos is the best way you can help Next Level Tennis continue to grow. I truly appreciate your support. I'm Thiago from Next Level Tennis, tennis that actually works. And if you want me to analyze your tennis technique, strategy, or help you to find the best racket for your game, send me a message using the link in description and the first pinned comment.